Hey, we're back. Welcome to another episode of Light It Up Live, where we're igniting minds and elevating faith. I'm your host tonight. My name is John, but I don't do it alone. I got my boy Josh with me.
What's happening, Kevin? How you
What's
doing? How you
going
doing?
on, my brother?
Stealing.
Woo, 2026, baby.
Dude, man, already. Episode
Man.
26 in
Oh,
2026.
come on, man.
Let's talk about it.
You just did that again, bro. You did
Yeah, again.
it.
I ain't gonna lie, I was waiting for it. I was
You
setting it
was
up.
waiting for it, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know again.
Yeah, my bad.
Really
My bad.
good, brother. That's really good.
Man, the last show we did was last year, man. That's
Last
crazy.
year, yeah, man,
This
we're in a
year.
new year, brother. Before we
Right?
get started, we always like to let people know how we came up with the name Light It Up Live. Our good buddy Impact came up with that name, and we pulled it from Genesis 1, 3, and 4. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw the light was good, and He separated the light from darkness. That's what we try to do here on Light It Up Live. We try to bring a little bit of light into a dark world, one episode at a time. You guys don't forget to check us out over on YouTube, man. We got a YouTube channel. Check us out on YouTube. Go to YouTube in the search bar, put at Light It Up Live, the at symbol, and Light It Up Live, all one word. And do us a favor, subscribe, man. Hit that subscribe button and the like button, and help support the show. It's absolutely free. We also rebroadcast the following day. Tomorrow we'll be rebroadcasting on iHeartRadio. That's right, we are on iHeartRadio as well. And
I
we
love
go
my heart.
live. Yeah, we go live on our YouTube channel, Twitch, and Facebook at the same time, my brother. And it's all free, Josh. They
All
can check
free.
us out all for free.
I like it.
All free. Today's
Free is
show,
my
man.
free
Today's
99 is
show,
my favorite.
episode 26, no resolution, just real change. That's what we're talking about today, brother. We're going to talk about New Year's resolutions and how they don't work.
Not usually. Yeah.
Let's be honest, they don't work. Like yesterday, I was joking about that New Year's resolution. I don't set them no more. I don't. I failed that. I failed that New Year's resolution as soon as we went off air, and my resolution was no cursing. I have a problem with cursing. I've been working on it for a long time, but
Yeah.
I fell down. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it,
He
man.
said I fell down. He
Yeah,
said I fell down a little bit.
yeah.
Just trippy trip,
Yeah,
Like,
we're gonna
man.
talk about it. I mean,
Yeah.
because real change, it don't come from January. You know what I mean?
No, no.
It's like this. I get it. I get the resolution thing. I do get it. But it comes from daily honesty. It don't come from. I mean, all year long, I'm gonna save this up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do bad all year, but January 1st,
That's
that's
over.
that's
That's
over.
yeah.
That,
Yeah.
that's what
If you're around me, you're getting cussed out because that's just how it's gonna be. But January 1st, praise Jesus. Well, you've already done your ultimate New Year's resolution. You know what I mean? What, for 5 years now, you woke up New
Come
Year's
on, man.
sober. Yeah,
5
sober
years
and ready
later,
to go, man. So
like,
yeah,
woo!
yeah. I mean, the other ones they're easy to forget, but important ones will do. You
Yeah,
know?
man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's what we're talking about today, man. It's no resolutions, man. Just real change. What change is a constant thing. It's a year round thing. It's not all of a sudden you get to January and poof, there's the magic wand again. And I'm gonna change January, and then I can tell you about 90% of the New Year's resolutions, they're gone by February. People that go to, in the gym. I can't stand New Year's when it comes time in the gym. I can't stand it because you always get those people with the New Year's resolutions in January, and the
Yeah.
place is packed.
They're gonna pump it up. They're gonna
Two
pump it up this year. Yeah.
2 weeks later, the gym's empty again, and it's right back to normal.
Right? Why do you think they make them gym passes so hard to cancel? You know what I mean? You can't cancel a gym pass to
Uh,
save your life. You'd be better getting off a Spectrum. They're like, wait, man, we'll give you 6 years for free, man. Just don't go nowhere, okay? You're like, no, man, I want to cancel this. I don't want to look
yeah,
like this guy. Like, no.
so I'm not making no New Year's resolutions, and it's not because I don't want to grow. It's because I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I do want to grow. So and if you're gonna set a resolution, how about set one that's obtainable? You know what I mean, Josh? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Set some small goals, you know, and
Well,
because
set
yeah, it's actually satisfying,
Well,
you
set
know?
something that's skill based and not luck. You know what I mean? Like you said, some people, I'm not going to cuss next year. Well, that's accidental usually because we're so used to it. So that's I'm going to put in the luck category. But
Right.
like my resolution every year was to make more money. Remember, I was telling you, make more money next year than I did this year, and I've been successful every year at that one because that's something obtainable. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it's something I
Right.
can work towards versus we're gonna slip up the normal ones. Like I'd love to say, hey, this year I'm gonna quit smoking, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna fail at that. So let me just keep it
And then
simple.
it's so much it's so much pressure. You know what I mean? To it's it's so much pressure to publicly announce, you know what I mean? This is my New Year's resolution. There's so much that puts so much pressure on you, you know, because now your friends, you know, all eyes are watching you. You know what I mean? Just his, oh, don't forget your New Year's resolution.
Right, and then you're over here like, yeah, what was yours? Huh? That you never told me yours. This ain't even fair. Like you got all this, look at me and I can't look at you. We got to talk about it.
And then and because but jokes aside, it can become a real mental health thing, you because of that it's then you get that quiet disappointment when February comes and you failed your resolution, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's
Uh,
kind of like, I mean, that's I don't know. So some people do take it seriously when they make a resolution and they really try to stick it. So I could dig that. Um, a lot of people they know they're going to fail. They just sounds good for the new year. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
why do you think they fail? Why do you think resolutions fail?
because we're just creatures of habit, and our habits are just that. And people don't change. You know that, especially men. As we get older, we do. If we have a habit of doing things, we're usually going to keep it. And it's again, it's accidental. Like a lot of times, like cursing, grabbing a cigarette real quick. I mean, it's just impulsiveness. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's hard to turn. It's hard to turn that off. In my opinion.
yeah.
Like drinking coffee. I just can't help it. I drink coffee all the time.
I think it's because it's always something that ain't really obtainable, man. You know what I mean? And then, you know, you focus so much on the outcome, you know what I mean? You forget the process of even obtaining the you know what I mean?
Well, you
It's
actually forget why it was bad you did what you did. You're like,
right,
man, it
right,
was
right,
easier
right.
just to say a couple cuss words every now and then than do all this. Because I mean,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
controlling. This is controlling my thought process,
Yep.
the way my speech, the way I worked. You know what I mean? You stub your toe in the middle of the night, man. You got to drop a cuss word, maybe. I mean, it's gonna happen.
And then you end up relying on motivation, you know what I mean, and instead of discipline. You know what I mean? You just try to rely on the motivation.
Yeah,
My New Year's resolution, you
yeah,
know, I've got to do this instead of discipline. Like, okay, you know, actually doing something about it, like quitting smoking cigarettes is a big one for a lot of people on New Year's. You know, what I mean, it's instead of discipline, like I'm throwing that pack in the garbage. You just, you know, what I mean, oh, man, I got such and such watching me because you know that's my resolution. You know, and you go you go off with
yeah,
that.
yeah. And like you said, you feel like a failure. You know what I mean at the end of it. So yeah, yeah. What's not realistic? I mean, it's not realistic to put yourself through all kinds of extra mental stress just for a resolution of some kind. I mean, we think about it all year long, we've made tiny resolutions to our character. You know what I mean?
No,
And yeah, so you put them together, you did really good without even knowing it, you know?
and it and I wouldn't say that we fail resolutions because we're lazy. You know what I mean? I don't think they fail because we're lazy. I think it's how do I say it? It's like because we never really dealt with the reason that we needed whatever we're trying to quit anyways. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like if my resolution's quitting smoking cigarettes, I don't smoke, but if that was it, you know what I mean,
yeah,
quit smoking cigarettes, then but I've never really dealt with trying to quit smoking cigarettes to begin with. You know, you know, I mean, didn't do no research. It's just New Year's resolution.
yeah,
That's gonna help me quit.
yeah. Like,
January 1st. That's
yeah,
gonna do
cold
it.
turkey. Cold turkey is one of the hardest things you could do, but let's go ahead and just put it on your resolution list, give
Yeah.
it a try.
The old resolution miracle.
Yeah, the miracle. Now we've been able to curb, see, and like you were saying, we never saw a problem with our habits. but we know they're not good, so we're trying to change them, like a smoker or someone who curses, but we're able to bend them around. Like, for
Mm.
instance, me and you has moved hundreds of people. If they
Yep.
had kids in the home, we didn't say one cuss word the whole day. Even you know what I mean? Like, we didn't cuss at all because we were
Yep.
able to curb them. So we didn't see it as an issue. You know what I mean?
Yep.
After work, yeah, whatever. We talked back to normal. But I don't know. Like, if it's not an issue, and we know it's a moral issue we should try to change, it's kind of hard to do.
Yep. You
Yeah.
guys don't forget to check us out on YouTube, man. We got our own channel over there. Go to YouTube and in the search bar put at Light It Up Live, all one word, the at symbol, and Light It Up Live, all one word. You can check us out on YouTube, man. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button and some like buttons on there, and help the show grow, man. Help us out, help us get the message out. And don't forget, if you're over there in Facebook land, you can interact with us live. We can see the chats. We put the chats right up here live on the show if you're watching the video part of it. And if you guys are listening to us on iHeartRadio, go check us out on YouTube.
Oh.
But we're about to come up to my favorite segment. We haven't done this segment and a few episodes. And the music that we came up for this makes me happy. It makes me smile. It is it's time for Josh's Spotlight, baby.
Okay. You know what time it is. It's time
Oh,
for Josh's Spotlight.
Spotlight. Spotlight. I love this music. This is Josh's Spotlight music. We came up with this, and when it came out, I absolutely loved it. It was fantastic. It was perfect. What you got for Josh's Spotlight, my brother?
Well, I got the spotlight of today is going to be the history of New Year's resolutions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I never researched it. So, when you told me that's what the show was about, I was thinking about it and I'm like, all right, let me check that out. And it actually is older than I extremely older. Okay.
Yeah.
The New Year's resolutions date back over 4,000 years, originating in ancient Babylonians, and they have evolved through various cultures and traditions into a modern practice of self-improvement. It's actually from 2000 BC. And during the celebration of the new year, they celebrated a new year by they had a 12-day festival called a Katua. And they celebrated
God bless you.
Katua. Thank you. And and this, which coincided with the spring equinox and the planting of crops. During this time, they made promises to their gods to return borrowed items and pay off debts, believing in keeping these vows would bring them favor in the coming year. So, yeah, their resolutions kind of focused around, how am I going to improve on what I might have, borrowed or used, or, like a lot of societies, they would use crops that they would harvest together for the village, and then they would put back at the end of the year. You know what I
Right.
mean? Yeah, it's kind of like the borrowing system, but not really,
Okay.
But the Roman influence on this New Year's resolution the practice was adopted by the Romans after Julius Caesar established January 1st as the start of the new year in 46 BC. This month was named after Janus, the two-faced god who looked both backwards and forwards. Romans would offer sacrifices to Janus and make promises of good conduct for the year ahead. That's kind of morbid. Okay, I didn't know
Yeah,
all that.
right.
Yeah. Now they I was reading about the medieval and religious practices, but we'll skip those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
let's
modern
go back.
resolutions. Yeah. So
Yeah,
for
yeah.
modern times, today New Year's resolutions are primarily a secular practice focused on self-improvement.
Yeah.
Common resolutions include losing weight, exercising, and more, saving money. While many people make resolutions, studies show that only a very small percentage successfully achieve their goals,
Yep.
highlighting the challenge of maintaining these commitments are extremely mentally exhausting. Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
the spotlight, man. You know what I'm saying? A quick history of yeah, I didn't know it was that old,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But it definitely had, in my opinion, a much different meaning then. You know what I mean? I mean, they might have called it the same thing, a New Year's resolution, but yeah, the context matters because I didn't give no crops back this year. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the self-improvement one, because I only ate my bread. So I don't think I need to give it.
Bex Howell in the house. Bex Howell says, "What up, Miss Bex?"
Hello.
I actually went next door. She's from the church next door. I went over to the church over there, and they are putting a real deal recording studio over there. So your boy is going to be over there. They got a booth up
Oh,
and everything. Your
you gonna
boy
play
going to be
some?
over there. I'm
You gonna play some
yes,
guitar?
yes, I'm going over there to do a demo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
A
yes.
demo. He's like, I'm putting it on wax, man. What are you
I'm
talking
putting it
about?
on
Yeah.
wax.
Before you go there and play the guitar, play that VR for like 45 minutes. You'll be set and ready.
Yeah, I
Aggravated and
think
everything.
and I think the things that you're trying to change, I get it. I get the New Year's resolution idea, man, but it needs to be an all year thing. I think people fail because they don't put things that that are obtainable, and then you just think that okay, you ain't been able to do it the whole time, all year, or however long you've been dealing with the problem you're dealing with, and all of a sudden January 1st, because it's New Year's,
We're gonna change that.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna change. But I think you need small things
Well, no, you
can
need
obtain,
good
man.
resolutions. Like, look,
Yeah.
this year I'm gonna smile more. Okay.
There it
Like,
is.
yeah, you're not gonna notice if you don't smile more, but every time you do, you're gonna be like, hey, I did it. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm
Small
gonna be
change, yep, small changes that can create big results.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be nicer to people. Those are easy. And if you fail at that, I mean, if you fail at that, you're being mean to people. I mean, come on, you know? Yeah. I mean, they're just very easy to go with. Yeah. Like, like, wow, I really messed that one up, you know. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah. Because I mean, it's easy. I mean, and then again, the more you're nicer to people, the more you'll notice it, the more you'll feel it. Like I'm actually obtaining this goal. You know, it's achievable. You know, even like you could say I want to lose weight. Let's lose some more weight. How about just eat less of this particular food? That's doable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. Don't go for the full Monty. You know,
And
don't
then
go all
yeah,
in.
and most resolutions that people pick, progress in those resolutions are boring. You know,
Yeah, you're not getting nothing out
that
of it.
that's what usually, but that's a good sign, but people don't, we don't realize that, I mean, that boredom, I mean, it's
Yeah.
part of what we
Yeah, because
got
you're not
to
gonna
get
you're not
through.
gonna sit there and say, "Man, I could have said 10 cuss words today and I didn't." You know what I mean? Like I'm 10 in the good. No, but
That's my cousin Jay from Michigan chiming in. How we doing, Jay? I love you, buddy. Up from Michigan. That's my Michigan family up there. I was actually born up in Michigan, but we came
hey,
down here in Florida when I was 1 year old. So that's my cousin Jay. How we doing, Jay? I love you, buddy.
you know,
Shout out to you, my friend.
go blue, go blue.
Hey, go blue.
My Ohio family just said, "What did you say?" Yeah, they're mad at me, boy.
And now let's talk about accountability. Whenever you fail a New Year's resolution, that accountability, it's it isn't control, it's protection, right? It's you gotta
Uh,
hold yourself accountable whenever you fail the New Year's resolution. It's just like, nope, I'll try next year. I'll just now like us
well,
like
yeah,
we've been
hold
using
yourself.
we've been using smoking cigarettes as a thing. Like, oh, I failed, so I'll keep smoking until next January, and we're gonna get it that time. By golly, you know
Nah,
what I mean?
real smokers gave up 4 years ago on that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna quit smoking. Yeah, I'm gonna quit smoking. You know what, man? I'm a smoker. Okay, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit giving crazy resolutions every year. But no,
And
keep your resolutions to where if you do let someone down, it is just you. You know what I
right.
mean? Yeah, like I'm gonna stop hollering so much at everybody at work. You know what I mean? And if you fail at that, everybody's like, "Thanks a lot, man." You know what I mean? You didn't keep your resolution. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and and there's how do I say it? You can't heal what you keep hiding. Does that make sense?
yeah, yeah.
You
You're not
you
gonna
know what I
fix
mean?
what you're not acknowledging. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
GI
right.
Joe told us, man, knowing is half the battle. You know, come on. And I mean, a lot of our problems we know, and you can only put it on the back burner in your own mind for so long, you know.
Right, right.
So, so like I said, like you said, get it worked out. Is it something I can realistically achieve or not? If it's not,
Right.
like the serenity prayer, accept the things you cannot change and the
The
wisdom to know the difference. So
the
I don't know.
the goal doesn't mean that it's a perfect year. That doesn't need to be your goal, that it's a perfect year. It just needs to be an honest one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unrealistic expectations, it it it's like it sabotages progress. When you set unrealistic expectations, yeah, but I think we're all guilty of that because you wanna reach for the top. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You know what I mean? So that's kinda what, but I think that's kinda what where the New Year's resolutions kinda set people on the wrong track because they set these unrealistic expectations, and it's sabotaging their progress because they said it so I like how you said, like, maybe take a chunk out of what your resolution is. You know what I mean? I like how you said that. Like, instead of saying, "I'm gonna quit cigarettes cold turkey," how about maybe, you know what? This New Year's resolution, I'm cutting back. Maybe that can be a
Yeah.
starting point. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna try to do a half a pack. You know what I mean? Instead of
Yeah, I like that.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Miss Beck says she quit smoking and vaping in 2025. Woohoo!
Oh, I
That
really
was,
wish I could.
2 days ago?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Miss Bex in February. We'll see how good. I hope so, though. We're praying for you. We pray that it works out for you. But I think that yeah, the biggest thing, man, is just don't set unrealistic expectations, man, because it's not about perfection. It's about progress. You know what I mean? And I get it. It's a fresh year. It's a new start. I get why we do it. You know what I mean? But and also it's gonna come with discipline. You know what I mean? And self-respect. You know what I mean? To be able to get through these tough resolutions. If you're gonna set a tough resolution, you know what I mean? You gotta be tough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
kinda,
I would rather a year of achievement than a year of bereavement. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm
Woo!
gonna set a realistic goal.
Come
And
on,
I
man.
actually did make a New Year's resolution this year.
Mhm.
And it was one that's very achievable, and it's something I needed to focus on more. I need to spend more time with my family. You know
Amen.
what I mean? That is my resolution.
That's a
And
good
I
one.
can achieve that, you know what I mean? And like I said, that's one of those things that if anybody gets let down, it's gonna be me. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's mine. I think I could do that one because I can't stop cussing. I can for the show. I can for the show. I'm real rounded. You know what I mean?
Miss Bex Howell chiming in the chat says, to have more discipline is a great resolution to have. That will bring more success in other resolutions. That's absolutely correct.
Absolutely.
That would be a great New Year's resolution is to have more discipline. That's great. Now, see that those are kind of resolutions I can get behind, Josh.
Yeah.
Those kind of things. Instead of like I'm losing weight, or I'm going to quit drinking soda, or I'm going to quit drinking cigarettes, or I'm going to quit cursing. I can get behind to have more discipline, or like you said, smile more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or be nice, pray more. You know what I mean? Things like that lead to other blessings. Will lead you to those blessings that you're trying to achieve.
Well, a lot of people's resolutions are trying to get rid of bad habits. How about
Right.
instead of that, introduce more good habits, and it'll eventually push those bad habits out. You know what I mean? Like read your Bible more,
Yeah.
smile
Come on.
more. You know what I mean? These are
Amen.
things that you do normally, but man, more of it would be very, very good for your soul. Maybe you
Yeah.
wouldn't have time for the bad traits. You're too busy doing these good ones.
That's right.
So, but that's what I think.
Nice.
Yeah. Mm.
You guys couldn't see Josh that are just listening to it instead of watching the video, but he was looking down his cup. He gave
It's
the old,
empty, man.
yeah, he gave the old, he said the old, but
But
looked down in his cup and said, disappointed at an empty cup. So that's what I think.
yeah, that's what I think. I still took a drink just to make sure I wasn't seeing things.
And a lot of people are looking for a breakthrough. They're looking for that breakthrough. You know what I mean, with these New Year's resolutions. They think that's when their breakthrough is going to happen, but a lot of those people they don't need a breakthrough. They need consistency. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's what it takes a lot of staying consistent. It's not like, "Look, New Year's resolution didn't happen. Let's party." You know,
Yeah.
that's what usually happens. "We'll try again next year." No, you need to stay
Yeah. They're like,
consistent on it.
I already tripped. I might as well stay down here on the ground, you know?
Man,
That's it.
it's
Yeah.
but maybe that could be your starting point though. That you're planting the seed with that resolution. Don't just give up on it when you fail it. You know,
Yeah.
stay consistent with it, man. That doesn't mean that you failed. That means you slipped up a little bit. Okay, but you know what? What this did is this started me on this path. It got me on the path to try to do this resolution, whatever it is, whether it's losing weight, quitting drinking, quitting substances, whatever it is. Don't just stop. Stay consistent with it, man.
Yeah. It's like rowing a boat, man. If you lose an oar, don't stop. Keep going. You got
Yeah,
you got you
right.
got to get to shore, you know?
You might be going in circles now, but
Oh no, you just pull it out and just left and right, man. You don't canoe, bro. You don't canoe, my brother. You a Florida man. You don't canoe. Actually, I don't canoe in Florida, man. There's alligators canoeing with us. You know what I mean? They're down there canoeing, bro. Like I'm
oh,
good.
come on, man. You know how many times I went canoeing? There's alligators. You just cruise around. Hey, buddy, how you doing? You look
Yeah,
at them,
they're.
taking pictures.
I'm not doing. I'm not. I'm not doing. They're not doing.
Come on, man. You ain't going canoeing with the gators.
Heck no, man. You're hanging out with the dinosaurs. What, like Fred Flintstone? I mean, I kind of do.
Hey,
But
how would Fred Flintstone row a boat? How would he do that?
I know because he got big rocks, everything. Well, they got tree branches. I'm sure he would. He'd
Well,
probably just grab Barney and just
well, his
throw him
car,
into Barney.
his car had a hole in the bottom of it, and they used his feet. Remember how they?
Yeah, they're gonna be taking on water the whole trip. You know, call him the Whetstones, Fred Whetstone. Look, I think the New Year's resolution should change to New Year's reflections. Right? New Year's
Right,
reflections. What happened last year that you could say was good? And just sit on
right,
that. You know what I mean? Just reflect on that and let that take you into the new year. You know what I
right.
mean? Like, man, I had an argument with this person. Well, how about this year? Don't do that. Yeah. Like, you know,
But okay, and it's a, a lot. A lot of it is, what do you do when nobody's looking? You know what I mean? It's like, what do you do when no what it's like, so what does progress look when nobody's looking? What does it look like?
huh?
You know what I mean? That's the important part. What do you do when nobody's looking? Not when everybody's just looking like, oh, they know my resolution, man. So I better not curse now because they know my resolution. But
Right.
as soon as we get off of here, I'm like,
Yeah,
going
because
off.
they're going to remember it more than you.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean? They're going to remember that you said that, but you over there just cussing like and forget. Because like I
Right.
said, it's habit. 21 days makes a habit in a person, and I mean when you're doing something for 21 years, bud, turning that off is like turning yourself off.
Yeah,
Or
right.
you can only curve it, bro. You can only curve it. You know, shutting it down is like flipping the switch at the Ghostbusters place. You know, it's not gonna hold the containment, bro.
And it's like, we always think that change has to be so dramatic. You know what I mean? It has to be this big production almost. It's January 1st. Here's my resolution, and we we make it so dramatic, like it's a big production of a play.
Yeah.
We could make it a little more simple and a little more obtainable, man. So there's no more resolutions for me, just change.
Yeah.
I mean? It's just
Just
change,
just
progress.
reflections. Yeah.
Yeah, right, right. I
Check
like
your
that.
statistics. Check your stats. Like, what did I do this year?
Whew, I
All
can't
right.
say that word. I can't say that word. Whew.
Who your
I
stats?
no, I struggle with that word. S
Statistics. Oh,
Whew.
yeah.
S
He said
s mm, st whoo. That's say it again, say it again.
statistics.
Statistics.
Statistics. Yeah. You just
Say
don't have
that
the
again.
tick. Yeah, you got it. It was 100%.
You just don't have the
Yeah.
tick.
I have a hard word too. It's and I'm going to say it right this time. Perpetual motion. Yeah, see, I said it right.
You just
Most
said
of
it
the time, I
twice in a
can't
row,
say it.
bro.
Yeah, I can't do that any other time, But I'm over here like Okay, never mind. You know what I'm talking about when the wheels on the bus go round and round. Yeah, that stuff. We'll talk about something else.
Bex on the chat says it's easier for me to keep a resolution if I announce it to multiple people to help me stay accountable. I get that. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's kind of what the resolutions are, but I still think that you need to make it an obtainable goal. I really do. I think people need to make resolutions that are obtainable. Don't make one that you know you're going to fail, because then you're beating yourself up. Then you get down into a woe is me party, and that's why most people fail their resolutions. You guys don't forget to go check us out on YouTube. And in the search bar, put the @ symbol and Light It Up Live, all one word. Make sure you go there. It's absolutely free to hit the subscribe button, like button, and check us out and help spread the love, man. Help spread the word, and help us grow, man. It's
Yeah, just look
absolutely
for the
free,
microphone.
Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's free, Josh. Did you know that? It's absolutely
I
free.
did know that, buddy.
It's free, man, and it's never going to cost you anything, you guys. So it's no hair off your back, no skin out your pocket, man. Go there, hit the subscribe button for us. Help us grow. Share it out. Let your friends know about Light It Up Live and how good of a time you had listening to us over here on Light It Up Live, man.
Sorry,
Share
brother.
the love.
No, you said no hair off your
Please.
back, and it got me, bro. It got me. No hair off your back, like no. I mean, if that was the case, I'd go there right now and subscribe, man. We gotta get rid of this. Like, this has got to go. I'm just kidding. I don't have a hairy back. I'm just saying, if that was the case, I'd be like, I need to sign up for all this.
You got any final words there, Josh, before I get to my final thoughts?
No, man. No, I mean, I guess my little last thing is, keep your goals achievable. If you're gonna tell people to help you stay on track, like Beck said, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep them with the people you love the most, because they understand that we flex, you know what I mean? And sometimes we might drop the ball a little bit, but keep your boat going forward. But that's all I got to say, man. Go ahead with you.
Amen. So this is my final thoughts. As this year begins, I want to remind you of something important. Real change doesn't start with a promise. It starts with honesty. You don't need a list of resolutions to prove you're serious. You don't need a public declaration or a perfect plan. What you need is the courage to keep showing up, even when no one is watching. Real change is quiet. It's choosing integrity over image. It's choosing consistency over motivation. It's choosing healing over hiding. Some of you are disappointed because you've made the same resolutions before and they didn't last. But that doesn't mean you can't change. It means you've been trying to change the surface without tending to the root. This year, give yourself permission to grow slowly, to take small steps that actually stick, to trade big promises for daily practices. You're not behind, you're not broken, and you're not disqualified, because progress takes time. If your change is invisible right now, that doesn't mean it isn't happening. Some of the most important transformations happen when no one else can see them. So no resolutions this year, no hype, no pressure to perform, just real change. Build with honesty, patience, and grace, one day at a time. Those, my friend, those are my final thoughts.
Amen. Good final thoughts, man.
Amen, my brother. You guys don't forget to go check us out on YouTube at Light It Up Live, all one word. And do me a favor and remember that your rope's longer than you think. God's rope, it has no end. And hold on tight. God bless.
So light it up, let his love shine. Stories of grace, hope redefined. Heart to heart, let's lift our eyes. Welcome home to Light It Up Live. In a world that feels so dark, we carry hope, we spark a spark. Faith and love, we come alive. Together let's lift our eyes. Welcome home to Light It Up Live. Welcome home to Light It Up Live. In a world that feels so dark, we carry hope, we spark a spark. Faith and love, we come alive. Together here on Light It Up Live. So light it up, let His love shine. Stories of grace, hope redefined. Heart to heart, let's lift our eyes. Welcome home to Light It Up Live.